Deep South Wrestling, a presentation of Silver Star Hotel and Casino in Philadelphia, Mississippi, a development of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians.
Welcome to another exciting half hour of Deep South Wrestling. Lolly Dude, my buddy Bob Morris sitting here. What a great night of action you're going to see. Demolition's back against Jeffro. Rude Dog and Rainbow Brown are here against Mr. Wrestling 3 and Dirty Randy Rhodes. I don't know what's going to happen there. There's a lot of confusion with Dick Murdoch, Rhodes, and Wrestling 3. We've got a match in the ring. Let's get up there and get it started. Ring the bell. Here we go. And the match is underway. Big Bad Jeffro and Demolition on Deep South Wrestling. And the action is underway, Bob.
Well, it's good to see Demolition Ax back with us.
And it seems like his attitude's changed since we've seen him the last time. He was a lot more, what's the word? I guess just mean. He was downright mean to us in the back.
Yes, he was. I thought it was a different person there for a minute.
That's true, because he was, last time we saw him, he was very nice and unassuming. And tonight, it was a completely different man out there. Big Bad Jeffro back. We're glad you're tuned in tonight to Deep South Wrestling. And Demolition's just beating Jeffro down. Whoa!
Well, that's the mood he was in backstage, too.
And it's showing out here. We're sponsored by the Silver Star Hotel and Casino in Philadelphia, Mississippi. And if you're in the area, come on by for some fun. They've got great restaurants there, great food, and great action. If you're into the Silver Star, catch it. Catch the Silver Star.
That's a magnificent place, Lolly.
That's
magnificent.
Right. We'll be moving into their new convention center in May when it gets built. In the meantime, we're at Choctaw Central High School across the street and enjoying the matches tonight here on television. Irish Whip, Big Elbow, and Jeffro is down. I tell you, this match so far has been nothing but demolition. He is just all over Jeffro, pounding him. Each move means something. I mean, he's just pounding him. That's all I can say. He's pounding him. And look at him. There he goes to the back of the head. A relentless attack by Demolition, I think, is a good word for that.
And you can see in his face, he goes after every blow, and he really has something in every one of those blows, and they're landing, too.
Intensity is the key here. Irish Whip, Jeffro off the ropes, another elbow, and down goes Jeffro. And Big Bad Jeffro is having some trouble here tonight with Demolition. And into the corner, he is done. That's got to be all for Jeffro. What can he do?
I don't think Jeffro's 100% now. Oh, here we go. 2, 3.
That's it. The winner of the match is Demolition. Jeffro felt the brunt of Demolition here tonight on Deep South Wrestling.
And here comes Johnny Mantell.
Here he comes. Let's get over here and see what he's got to say. Cowboy Johnny Mantell, what brings you ringside?
As I do, the Deep South Wrestling knows nothing about this watch young man, and I'm going to tell you something about him. He's an Oklahoman, and I'm a Texan, and we all know what we do with Oklahomans in Texas. We whoop their fan every time we can. So, young man Watts, I got a statement, and I promise to make to you. One is, if you got any guts at all, you'll bring yourself out here to this ring and challenge me, because I want you, son. And the promise is, I'm going to beat you.
We're going to have to take a break. Let's see if we can get this match signed. We'll be back after this on Deep South Wrestling. We're back on Deep South Wrestling, brought to you by the Silver Star Hotel and Casino in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Lolly Dude and Bob Morris. Hey there, everybody. everybody. This is going to be an exciting match. The Rude Dog and Rainbow Brown going up against Randy Rhodes and Mr. Wrestling 3. And a lot is going on with Randy Rhodes, Mr. Wrestling 3, and Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch.
We've got a three-way split in that.
No one knows what the other ones are doing. I tell you, last time on TV, Mr. Wrestling came out and caused Randy Rhodes and Nasty to lose. Akbar was upset.
Well,
Murdoch,
you remember a few weeks ago, Dirty Dick Murdoch and Mr. Wrestling 3 were a team, and Dick Murdoch made Wrestling 3 wrestle just about the whole match.
And
before it was over, he just walked out on it.
That's true. Rainbow Brown and Rude Dog, two of the most popular young men in Deep South Wrestling. They are hot, hot, hot. We've been on the road lately, and wherever we've gone, the crowds have just met Rude and Rainbow with great enthusiasm. These two guys are headed for the top here in Deep South. In the middle of the ring, wrestling with the arm bar, and here comes the Rude Dog. And Dog's in, working on the arm.
Rainbow Brown and Rude Dog are about as popular a team as Terry Taylor and Erik Watts.
That's true. The folks here love these guys. Wrestling 3 is not a lot known about it, but over the past few weeks here in Deep South, we've become a little more acquainted. He wrestles, but yet he's got a mean streak, and he's got a heck of a knee lift. A knee lift that'll jack your jaw right down to the mat. And into the corner comes Wrestling 3. Tag into Rainbow.
And he's in the wrong corner.
He's definitely in the wrong corner. Rainbow drops the arm down, drops the leg down on the arm, and he's got Wrestling 3 hooked down on the mat wrestling. And of course, that's what it's all about. That's what's on the marquee. Wrestling. More action, less talk. It's Deep South Wrestling. Wrestling 3 shoulders down. Referee Keith Blaze right there on top of the action. There's a pin. He's going to count it. Wrestling 3 gets in that hold. Rainbow working on him like he does. And he forgets. Your shoulders go to the mat, and boom, boom, boom. 3 count. You're down. And there's a elbow right to the jaw.
And now Rhodes is working on him.
In the corner.
And here comes
Rude Dog's in.
Dog.
Referee can't do anything about it, trying to get Dog out of the ring, and he's missing what's going on in the corner. And Rainbow's down. Tag into Rhodes. And Rhodes and Wrestling 3 have Rainbow right where they want him. Kick to the gut, and look at Rainbow gasping for air.
That's one of the times when I want the referee to have eyes in the back of his head.
And that's some of the things, you know, he talked about two officials and different things. It's just downright hard to referee a singles match, much more or less a tag match.
Exactly.
We're going to have to take a quick break. You won't miss any of the action. We'll be back right after this on Deep South Wrestling. We're back on Deep South Wrestling. Lolly Dude and Bob Morris being brought to you by the Silver Star Hotel and Casino in Philadelphia. And a nice takeover by Mr. Wrestling 3. And Rainbow down for the 2 count, not quite 3. Wrestling 3 hooking the leg this time, and Rainbow continues to kick out.
Here we go now. Here comes Rhodes in the ring. 2 against 1.
And a fist right upside
We need
Rainbow's
a tag
head.
bad.
Double teams now. See what's happening. Both men are in the ring. They're working that double team angle on Rude Dog and Rainbow. It is not a lot the referee can do. Front face lock on Rainbow Brown, Randy Rhodes, rear chair lock, and Randy Rhodes is laying it in. All that weight is right on the back of the neck and into the throat, and the air is being cut off to Rainbow as we speak.
And Rude Dog wants to tag, and here comes Rude Dog in without a tag.
And referee's distracted. They're double teaming again. Double whip. Oh, clothesline, double clothesline. Rainbow goes down. And the referee is spending a lot of time. There's a cover. Referee turn around. 1, 2, and not quite enough. He didn't hook the leg. Why do these guys not hook the leg? You would think you go for the pin, you go for that cover, you're going to hook the leg to be victorious. Guys are just lazy.
Rhodes was in there while the referee was talking to Murdoch, and he didn't even make a tag.
The people are cheering. Rainbow is in a lot of trouble. Wrestling 3 is sitting on him and jerking up on that chin, causing a lot of pain to the lower back and a lot of pain to the chin area and the face.
Where Murdoch is an explosion that's about to happen.
And look, he's pulled right up on him and he's cranking on that chin. Look at the pain Rainbow Brown's in right now. He is completely grimacing.
Murdoch wants to get in that ring so bad. But
Rainbow Brown's coming
up. He's getting up. He's got a second win. And Wrestling 3 can't keep him down. And the crowd's really behind them.
Into the corner goes Wrestling 3.
Into the ropes.
Rainbow, can he get the tag? Rainbow is in trouble, and Wrestling 3 slams him. And what's he doing? Could he be going up? He is. He's on the second rope.
Oh, he missed.
He missed. He missed. Rainbow Brown's got to get to Rude Dog. He's got to get to Rude Dog right now. He's almost there.
There it is. He made the tag. He made the tag. And Rude Dog is in. And he's going to town on Mr. Wrestling 3.
Irish whip, backdrop, and he goes down. Rude Dog's got this crowd rocking and reeling.
I told you he was an explosion that was about ready to happen. Hey, there's Dirty Dick Murdoch outside the ring. Dirty Dick Murdoch is outside the ring.
What's Captain Redneck doing here? Rude Dog. Rude Dog is in the ring. He's got Wrestling 3. 1, 2. 2 count, no pin.
What is Dirty Dick Murdoch doing outside the ring?
All 4 men in the ring right now.
He grabs Mr. Wrestling 3's leg. 1, 2, 3.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
Dick Murdoch has gone against Wrestling 3. Dick Murdoch gains revenge, and now Dick Murdoch's coming into the ring.
This is incredible. Randy Rhodes
trying to protect Mr. Wrestling 3.
We're out of time.
A break here.
We got to go. We'll be right back after this. We're out of time. We're back on Deep South Wrestling. Our main event is in the ring. Cowboy Johnny Mantell and Erik Watts. Here we go. Let's ring the bell.
And it's Texas versus Oklahoma. And Johnny Mantell wanted to shake Erik Watts' hand. He does it again.
Johnny came out, had some derogatory things to say about Erik earlier in the show. And here we are, our main event on television. Johnny Mantell, a great wrestler, against Erik Watts, a great wrestler. So what we should have here is a great wrestling match.
Exactly.
It is
Texas versus Oklahoma.
That's right. And then you kind of throw Louisville in there. Erik Watts was the quarterback for the University of Louisville. Was a starting quarterback, college athlete. Johnny Mantell, college athlete out in California, played football and wrestling. Collar elbow lock up in the middle of the ring. Erik Watts takes him to the ropes. Clean break.
Clean break by Erik Watts. And what's Mantell arguing with the official about?
Reversal by Erik Watts into the hammerlock. Johnny Mantell goes for the ropes. And another clean break by Watts. Clean break. That's what we're talking about. Erik Watts came here to wrestle. He's going to play by the rules, and you're going to get good, solid wrestling right here on Deep South Wrestling tonight. Johnny Mantell.
I don't think you'll be able to get that from Johnny Mantell, Lolly. We'll just wait and see.
That's true. Johnny Mantell has such great wrestling ability, but when it's time to turn it on, he gets so devious and so nasty that the wrestling goes out the window, and it's just a shoulder check, and Johnny Mantell Mantell hits the mat, confused as he gets up. Watts takes him right into a side headlock and cranks that head.
Not only is this Texas versus Oklahoma, this is youth versus experience.
Erik Watts, son of the legendary Cowboy Bill Watts, truly the greatest wrestler, the greatest wrestling promoter of all times. He had the best television show ever. Hopefully, we can come close to those accolades one day here in Deep South. Erik Watts is being scouted out by wrestling organizations all over this world, and tonight he chooses to be in Deep South Wrestling. It's a tribute to the promotion, and it's an honor to have the young man here.
Right, and we thank the Silver Star Casino for some of that.
That's true. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those folks. So next time you're in the area of Philadelphia, come on down. Johnny Mantell picks Erik Watts up. He's sitting him up on top of the top rope now. The referee trying to get him to break. And this is that situation where Johnny Mantell can take over. Erik Watts is going to have to be very, very careful. And Mantell takes his head and rams it right in the stomach of Watts, alleviating his win. Bolo-like uppercut, and Watts is feeling the effects of Johnny Mantell.
Mantell used that time to get some rest.
And he's trying for the pin. He almost got a pin. He rolled Erik Watts over real quick, and he's got him hooked. Cutting the wind off of Erik Watts right now on the mat. Johnny Mantell showing that wrestling ability. Erik Watts is breathing pretty hard. And look, Johnny's choking him. Referee on the wrong side, out of position. What do you do?
Well, it seems
and look,
like
there he is choking him again. Referee's got to get in the right position. Now, you see, notice when the referee's there, there's no choke going on.
Right.
We need to take a quick break here.
Nice wrestling on the other side.
We'll be right back after this on Deep South Wrestling.
He's choking him on the other side.
We're back on Deep South Wrestling. Lolly Dude and Bob Morris being brought to you by the Silver Star Hotel and Casino. In the ring, our main event, Cowboy Johnny Mantell and Erik Watts. And what a match we've seen so far. We've seen a lot of wrestling, and that's what I like to see, wrestling. You know, you watch these cartoon shows, and you see a bunch of cartoon characters. This is wrestling, real men in the middle of the ring squaring off, and Erik Watts is trying to come out of it, and he tried, but to no avail.
What you're saying is one good wrestling hold after another, not a lot of flips.
That's true. That is so true. You know, you get tired of seeing junk wrestling, and it's so good and so refreshing to see athletes square off like men in the middle of the ring. The referee's right into position here this time again.
Mantell's trying to tell the referee something. I don't know what it is, can't pick it up.
Well, Johnny Mantell's not as tall as Erik Watts, and Mantell is using his weight, using his leverage to keep the big guy down, because Erik Watts on his feet is a potential threat on the mat. Johnny Mantell can control him better.
Good leverage there by Erik Watts. He's up. Now he's using the elbows.
And Johnny Mantell, headbutt, and down goes Erik Watts. Just when you thought he was fixing to get up, Johnny Mantell turned it over. Elbow to the top of the head, Mantell into the ropes, and now he kicks him. Oh, V-lift, and down goes Erik Watts. Whoa.
Watts felt that one. He's hurting.
These two guys have inflicted a lot of pain on each other, but it's been sly pain. It's been wrestling holds, taking the hold and working and cutting the air off. That you don't see. And you see Mantell talking to the ref and behind the back, choking Erik Watts. I told you he was dirty. I told you he was deceitful. Erik Watts firing back to a big fist, another fist.
2 straight to the jaw, 3 straight.
Irish whip. Hip toss, and down goes Johnny Mantell. Erik Watts off the ropes.
Whoa.
Splash. 1,
got a leg.
2. He almost got the pinfall. Watts in a side headlock on Johnny Mantell and cranking it in. Locking it in. They're into the ropes right here. And he misses. Big clothesline, and down goes Mantell. Erik Watts sends Johnny Mantell outside the ring. And what's going on?
Johnny Mantell is quitting. He's leaving the ring. He's leaving the ring, and here comes Erik Watts.
Watts is following him out, and they're fighting right down here in front of us. Double count out, the referee saying ring the bell. Both men are going at it outside here at the barricade, and Erik Watts won't let Johnny Mantell leave. And they're going at it all the way back to the dressing room. We're gonna have to see what's going on here. I see Disco Inferno coming out. The winner of that match was Erik Watts, or actually both men were called out. I'm being joined by Disco Inferno. What are you doing out here tonight?
Well, Terry Taylor got a little bit lucky and slipped by me a couple weeks ago. Well, I went back home to Brooklyn, and my dad wasn't too happy, smacked me aside the head, says, "Hey, son, you're embarrassing me already." So I go see my Uncle Mikey over the Vitale Collection Agency. He teaches me the leg hold that they used to use to go collect for the Gambinis. It's guaranteed. If you didn't pay, it'd break your leg. So Terry Taylor, next week I'm challenging you. I'm bringing my new hold, and I am guaranteeing victory.
There you have it, folks. Disco Inferno has challenged Terry Taylor. We're going to try to get that match together and see it next week right here on TV. Thank you to the Silver Star. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next week right here on Deep South Wrestling.